Hello, everyone! Welcome back to English Cat, your favorite podcast for practicing your English listening skills. I am Emma.
And I am Alex. We are so happy you are here with us today for day 5 of our program. How are you doing today, Emma?
I am doing great, Alex. I am really excited about today's episode because we are talking about a topic that everyone loves. Today, we are talking about hobbies and interests.
Oh, that is a wonderful topic. A hobby is something you love to do in your free time. It is an activity you do for fun, not for work.
Exactly. And an interest is something you want to learn more about. It is something that makes you curious. We all need hobbies and interests in our lives.
Definitely. Hobbies are so important because they help us relax. After a long day of work or study, doing something you love can really help you feel happy and calm. It is a great way to take a break.
I totally agree. Hobbies also give us a good challenge. When you try a new hobby, you have to learn a new skill. A skill is an ability to do something well. Learning a new skill can be very exciting.
That is a great point. It keeps our brains active. Think about it, listeners. What do you like to do when you are not working or studying? Do you prefer quiet activities at home, or do you like to go outside and be active?
That is a great question to think about. Some people love creative hobbies, like painting or writing. Creative means using your imagination to make something new. Other people like energetic hobbies, like playing soccer or running.
Right! And today, we want to help you talk about your favorite activities in English. By the end of this episode, you will have more confidence when you speak about your personal life. Confidence means feeling sure about your abilities.
Yes, building confidence is our main goal. We want you to feel comfortable sharing your passion with others. A passion is a very strong interest in something. It is something you truly care about.
So, as you listen today, think about your own life. What makes you excited? What is your favorite hobby? We have a lot of fun stories and useful words for you today.
We sure do. So grab a cup of coffee or tea, sit back, and let's get started with today's conversation.
Welcome back to part 2. Let's look at some popular hobbies around the world, Emma. There are so many different things people love to do. For example, reading is a huge hobby everywhere.
Oh, I love reading. Reading is such a relaxing hobby. You can travel to a different world just by opening a book. It is a wonderful way to improve your vocabulary, too, just like our listeners are doing right now.
Really? I like reading too, but I think I prefer more active hobbies. For me, sports and exercise are very important. I love playing basketball on weekends. It is exciting and it keeps me healthy.
That is true. Sports are great. Another very popular hobby is music. Some people love listening to music, while others love playing an instrument like the guitar or the piano. Are you musical, Alex?
Well, I try to play the guitar, but I am still a beginner. A beginner is someone who's just starting to learn something. I need to practice a lot more.
Don't worry, Alex. Every expert was once a beginner. An expert is someone who is incredibly good at something because they have a lot of experience. Practice makes perfect, right?
I totally agree. Practice is the only way to improve. Another hobby that many people enjoy is cooking. Cooking is great because it is both creative and useful. You get to make something beautiful, and then you get to eat it.
No way. Cooking is a hobby for you? For me, cooking feels like a chore, like hard work. But I do love photography. Taking pictures of nature, buildings, and people is so much fun. It helps you see the beauty in everyday things.
Photography is a beautiful hobby. It is similar to gardening or painting. It requires patience. Speaking of outdoors, traveling is another major interest for so many people. Discovering new places, new cultures, and new food is amazing.
Oh, absolutely. To discover means to find or learn something new for the first time. Traveling gives you so much experience. Experience is the knowledge you get from doing things in real life.
Yes, and you can even have hobbies like gaming. Video games are very popular now and they create a big community. A community is a group of people who share the same interests.
That is so true. Whether it is gaming, gardening, or sports, hobbies bring people together. They help us connect with a community of friends who love the same things we do.
Now, let's move on to part 3. Emma, I know you have a funny story about trying a new hobby. Please share it with us.
Oh boy, yes. A few years ago, I decided I wanted to try a creative hobby. I wanted to learn how to make pottery. Making bowls and cups out of clay. I thought it looked so relaxing and beautiful on television.
Really? Pottery sounds like a very peaceful hobby. What happened?
Well, I went to a local class as a complete beginner. The teacher showed us how to use the pottery wheel. It looked so easy when she did it. But when I sat down and turned the wheel on, everything went wrong.
Oh no! Did the clay fall over?
It was much worse than that. I forgot to hold the clay gently. I pressed too hard and the wet clay flew right off the wheel. It hit the wall and then a piece of it landed right on the teacher's shoulder.
No way! That is hilarious! What did the teacher do?
Luckily, she was very nice. She just laughed and said, "It happens to every beginner." But my face was so red. I was so embarrassed. I realized that pottery requires a lot of skill and control. I did not improve much that day, but I certainly got a funny story out of it.
That is amazing! My story is also a bit embarrassing. A couple of years ago, I decided to take up running. I wanted a new challenge. A challenge is something difficult that tests your ability.
Running is a great challenge. Did you join a race?
Yes, I signed up for a 5-kilometer race in my city. I practiced for weeks because I wanted to improve my speed. On the day of the race, I felt full of confidence. I started running super fast right at the beginning.
Let me guess. You got tired really quickly?
Exactly. After just 1 kilometer, I was completely exhausted. I could barely breathe. Older people and even small children were passing me. I had to walk the rest of the way. It was a big lesson for me.
Wow, that sounds tough. But it is a great experience. It shows that we need patience when we practice a hobby. We cannot become an expert in one day.
Very true, Emma. We must laugh at our mistakes and just keep trying.
Welcome to part 4. Now, let's talk about how hobbies can actually change people's lives. Sometimes a simple interest can grow into a deep passion.
Yes, this is a very interesting topic. Many people start an activity just to pass the time or to relax, but then they discover they are truly passionate about it. It can change their whole direction in life.
I totally agree. In fact, some people are lucky enough to turn their hobby into a career. A career is a job you do for a long time. For example, someone might love taking photos as a hobby, and years later, they become a professional photographer.
That is a great point. When your hobby becomes your job, work doesn't feel like work anymore. It feels exciting every day. I know a friend who loved baking cakes on weekends. She practiced constantly, improved her skills, and eventually opened her own bakery.
Wow, that is a truly motivational story. Motivational means something that gives you hope and makes you want to take action. It shows that with enough practice and dedication, you can achieve great things.
Yes, but even if your hobby does not become a career, it still changes your life. It gives you a sense of purpose. When you have a hobby you love, you always look forward to your free time. It builds your confidence because you see yourself improve over time.
That is so true. And it is never too late to discover a new interest. Some people think that after they finish school or start working, they cannot learn new skills. But that is not true at all. You can start a new hobby at any age.
I absolutely love that message, Alex. It is so important to stay curious. Trying new things keeps our minds young. If you feel bored with your current routine, maybe it is time to look for a new challenge.
Yes, join a club, take an online class, or go to a local community center. You might find a new passion that brings you joy for the rest of your life.
It really is about exploration. Don't be afraid to be a beginner. Enjoy the process of learning and growing.
We have 4 reflective questions for you today. We want you to listen to these questions and think about how you would answer them in English.
Question number 1. What is your favorite hobby? Question number 2. How often do you do it? Question number 3. Why do you enjoy it? And question number 4. What hobby would you like to try in the future?
To help you, Alex and I will provide our own example answers, naturally. Alex, why don't you start?
Sure. My favorite hobby is playing basketball. I do it twice a week on Wednesday evenings and Saturday mornings. I enjoy it because it is exciting. It gives me a great challenge, and it helps me stay healthy. In the future, I would like to try photography because I think it is a great creative skill.
That is a wonderful answer, Alex. Now, here is my example. My favorite hobby is reading books. I do it every single day, usually before I go to sleep. I enjoy it because it is incredibly relaxing and it helps me discover new ideas. In the future, I would love to try gardening because I want to learn more about nature. Excellent. Now, let's quickly review some of the key vocabulary we used today. We talked about a hobby, which is a fun activity for your free time, and an interest, which is something you want to learn about. We also used the word passion, which is a very strong interest, and skill, which means an ability to do something well. Remember, whether you are a beginner or an expert, the important thing is to practice and improve. Yes, hobbies can be relaxing, like reading, or exciting, like sports. They provide a challenge, but they also bring us into a wonderful community of people. Most importantly, they build our confidence. We want to encourage all of you to keep exploring your interests. Speaking English is also a skill, and by listening to this podcast, you are practicing and improving every day. Be proud of your progress. Thank you for listening to English Cat. Keep practicing English every day, stay curious, and we'll see you in day 6.